Let's do it, do it, do it. Booyah! What up, you guys? Welcome back to another one of these videos. Today, we're gonna learn everything you need to know about juggling site swaps. Okay? Now, if you know site swaps, you probably won't learn anything new in this video. But if you ever need to teach someone else what site swaps are and how to use them, you can check this video out. Okay, cool. Let's get right into it. What are site swaps? You've probably seen jugglers or heard jugglers talk about numbers when they describe tricks. So they talk about 531, 441, 423, 97531, all of these different numbers as tricks. So that's what site swaps are. They're basically one way to write juggling down on a paper. That's it. It's just how you can write juggling down, like down on a paper or somewhere with numbers. So that's what they are. They show you how many objects you have in the trick. They show you like what type of throw it is, in a sense, like where do you throw it, how high and such. And they also show you when that object will be thrown next. Okay, let's get into the basics of site swaps. Now, first of all, think about this. Here is that's a left hand, and this is a right hand. Okay, so let's imagine there's like a dude standing like this, all right? So we have our juggler. So this is the left hand and right hand. Now, we're gonna do all the numbers. So this is the very, very basics. First, we have a 0. So when we have nothing in the hand, that is a 0, right? Now, we do have the number 0. 0 is not technically juggling, but in site swaps, we do need, because sometimes our hand is empty. So we do need that 0, okay? Next, we have 1. So 1 goes from one hand to the other. So when we have one object, this is one object juggling, okay? Now, obviously, we can throw, but when it comes to site swaps, in site swaps, 1 is this. So we place the ball from one hand to another, or we can throw it like this. But it's just transferring that ball from one hand to another, okay? So that is 1. Next, 2. Okay, so let's put the 2 here, and that's, so this is like a throw, but it's not a throw. So when you have 2, you just hold the ball like this. Okay, so you can think about it as a squeeze. So when we have 2 balls, 1, 2, 1, 2, right, left, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, so this is the site swap 2. Again, you can throw the balls, but in site swaps, 2 is this, all right? What comes after 2? That is right, a 3. Okay, so 3 is there. And it is like juggling 3 balls. So it's a basic juggling throw, where you throw from one hand to another. So this is site swap 3. So these are throws 3, okay? Just right, left, 3, 3, 3, 3. So it's 3 ball cascade. Basic idea, all right? 4. Next we have 4. 4 is here. So 4 is higher than the 3, and it stays on the same side. So we throw it from one hand. So it's this. So you throw it, it's a little bit higher than 3, and it stays in the same hand. So the basic 4 ball pattern is fountain, okay? Right, left, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, right? Now we're gonna go further. I'm gonna give you examples and you're gonna learn everything. But for now, let's continue. After 4 comes 5. So again, 5 is higher. So it is when we juggle 5 ball cascade, the basic 5 object pattern is this. So these are 5s, right? So it's 5 is cross, it goes from one hand to another, and it's higher, all right? So we had 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? Now, obviously, we can put the 4 on this side as well. It doesn't matter here, it's just a picture of examples, so you get the idea, all right? And next we have 6, 6 we're going to put here. Now, in case you didn't notice, when we have even numbers, 2, 4, 6, they stay on the same side. So we have 6 ball fountain, 6 stays on the same side. So you have 3 and 3. So these are 6s. Oi. So it's a throw 6. So it's a 6 ball fountain. So they stay on the same side. And when you have odd numbers go cross. Okay, so these are the basic patterns. Then we have 7. And again, 7 is an odd number. So it goes cross from one hand to another. So when we throw 7s, we throw 7 ball. Those throws are 7. Okay, and 8, again, 8 is an even number. So 8 stays here. So when we juggle 8 ball fountain, 8 ball pattern, throws are 8s. Okay, so basically, let's continue a little more. Let's continue 9. So 9 again goes cross from one hand to another, and it is higher because when we have 9 balls, we need more height, so we have to draw higher. So 9 goes cross, and then we have 10. But in side swaps, we don't have 10. Once we reach after 9, we start to use letters, and the reason for that is when we make side swap patterns, you make the juggling pattern into numbers, you put them together, okay? And if we have there, we have the number 10 there, you don't know if it's 1, 0 or if it's 10, because we don't put these dots or whatever they are, okay? Commas. We don't put those in between. We just make it like a line, just numbers, da, 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 da. So that's why we don't put 10, 11, 12, we don't use those numbers. Those are letters. And it's just so we know if it's 1, 0 or like 1, 2 or 12 or 11 or 1, 1. So after this, 10 is A. Okay, so we just make A. And we know that is 10. So when we juggle 10s, if we juggle 10 ball, we have 5 ball in one hand, 5 ball in one hand. So that is it. And 11 is a B, 12 is a C, 13 is a D, and so on. So when we have the trick 5, 3, 1, if you do it with 5 balls, it's 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. And if we have 7 balls, it will be D, B, 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. Okay, so those numbers are really, really high throws. Okay, and again, you know, A is 10. From 10 it goes 10, 11, 12, 13. So A, B, C, D, and so on. So that's it. This is what side swaps are. They basically show you whether the throw stays on the same side or it goes across and how high it is. So this is the basic idea. Okay, that's it. Now let's go into examples. So let's take some 3 ball examples. All right, so we have side swap 3. Okay, so that is 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, so every time when we have these numbers, we can put this. You can have just 1 3, or we can make it like this. We can put as many as we want. Okay, how long we want to make the pattern. When we have every throw the same, it doesn't really matter how long it is, okay, because it keeps looping. You can just, as long as you juggle it, every throw is a number. And we have here right, left, right, left, right, left. So it always goes right, left, right, left, right, left. If you want to start left, right, it doesn't matter. But it always alternates the hands, okay? So every time we make a pattern, it's always right, left, right, left, right, left. So if we have a shorter, it's the same, right, left, okay? And if we make it like this, now there's only 3, we can make it right, left, right. Now it doesn't continue right, so it's not right, left, left, right. So when it goes back, it always makes left, right. So if we have this 3 and it goes right, left, then the next loop would be left, right, left. Okay, so it's always right, left. So very simple. Now let's do different tricks. let's have my favorite trick, my favorite 3 ball trick. 4, 2, 3. Just to show you an example. So we have, first we have the throw 4, which is here. Then we have 2. 2 was just hold the ball. 4, 2. Okay, 4, 2. Oi. And then we have 3, which is that. So it's 4, 2, 3. Okay, and then we know next we continue. We start from the beginning. So we have 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. So we have 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Okay? And if we want, we can make the 2s active. Okay? So if you want to have the 2 like a small throw or something, you can make it like this, you can make it a small throw, you can make it quickly under the arm, whatever. Okay? Just to show you what active 2 is. You still write it the same way. But you just, if you want to make the 2s active, then you say, we have a 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, with the 2s active. So I have the 2 is active throw, small active throw. So the ball does something, you know, you activate it. Action, action. Okay, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. So this is 4, 2, 3 with active 2s. Okay? And basically the 2s are the only thing that are like can be active or not, because everything else is a throw, okay? Except 0, which is hello. All right, let me show you one pattern with 0 on it. So 4, 0, okay? So this is the 2 ball trick. 4, 0. 4, 0, 4, 0, 4, 0, 4, 0, 4, 0, 4, 0, 4, 0, 4, 0, 4, 0. All right? Or if you want to make 3 ball flash, so with 3 balls we go throw everything up and we have empty hands. Then we have 3, 3, sorry, it is not 3, 3. We have, because we throw higher, then it's going to be, so we throw higher throws and it's cross, so we have 5. So we throw all 3 balls high, and then when they're up, we have empty space and empty space. So those empty spaces are 0s. So now because we have 2 empty spaces, so here we have right, left, right, left, right. So we know when we start again with the left hand, there we have a ball. Okay, so we go right, left, right, 0, 0, done, 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 0, 0, done, 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 0, 0. Okay, so that is 5, 5, 5, 0, 0. Now let's give, let's do one more. Let's do 5, 3, 1. 5, 3, 1. Just to show you examples of different side swaps. 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1. Okay? So we know 5 is a high and it goes cross like that, just like juggling 5 balls. Then we have 3, so I have 5, 3. 3 goes cross, but it's a low. And then we have 1, which is just a quick transfer, this. So 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1. 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1. Okay, like that. And it always goes right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. You can write it just short like this, or you can just make 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, and just keep on going. All right? So yeah, that is the basic idea of what side swaps are. Now that you learned the basics, now let's learn how to count side swaps. Okay, so when we see the trick as in side swaps, you see the numbers 5, 3, 1 or 4, 4, 1, 6, 4, 5. How do we count from that number how many balls to use, how many objects to use? Okay, so if you want to try that trick, we see the trick, then we need to count it. So it's very simple mathematical way. Okay, so let's first do a couple examples. 4, 2, 3. So the way that you count the side swaps and to see how many objects do you use is you add all of these together. So we have 4 we add it with the 2, so that's 6. So then we have 6 plus 3, okay? So that's total 9. So we divide the 9 by how many numbers there is. So there's 1, 2, 3 numbers, and we get 3. Okay? Yeah, if you need to put them, I don't know. It doesn't matter, okay? So let's take another example. So we know it's a 3 objects, okay? 4, 2, 3 is a 3 object pattern. Again, 5, 3, 1. So we see this trick. How many balls we used when we do this trick? So we take the 5, we add 3 to it. So 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 1 is 9. And we divide it by 1, 2, 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. So we know this is 3 object pattern, okay? One more easy example. 4, 2, 3, 3. All right? So we take again 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 3 is 9, plus 3 is 12, and we have 12 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers. So divided by 4, 12 divided by 4 is 3. So we know that's a 3-ball trick. And then we can do it with 3 balls. So we have 4, 2. So we remember 4 stay in the same hand, 2 is here, nothing, just hold it. And then we have 3, 3. Right, left, right, left. Right, left, right, left. Okay, so it's 4 beats, it always continues. 4 is always right, 2 is left, this is right, this is left. 4, 2, 3, 3, 4, 2, 3, 3, 4, 2, 3, 3, 4, 2, 3, 3, 4, 2, 3, 3, 4, 2, 3, 3. Okay? So we know that's a 3-ball trick. Then let's do one more, a little bit harder. This was the example that I said. 6, 4, 5. Okay, how many objects does this use? Again, the same formula. So we have 6 plus 4, that's 10, plus 5 equals 15. So we have 15 divided by 1, 2, 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5-ball trick. Okay, so we know it uses 5 objects. Okay, so that's it. Now, if we get some different result, let's put 6, 4, 4. Okay, then we count 6 plus 4 equals 10, plus 4 equals 14, divided by 1, 2, 3, and then we divide 14 by 3, then we get like 4.6 something. So we know it doesn't work. You cannot juggle with 4 point something objects, okay? You need you need 4 or 5, not 4 point something objects. So we know this is no good. So yeah, so this is how you count side swap, how many objects to use in the side swap trick. All right, so now that we learned what side swaps are, how does it look like, how you can count them, now let's learn how to make sure that the pattern is valid. So let me explain what I mean. So when we have, we can see a number, or someone gave us like a number. Can you do this? Can you do 4, 2, 3? Can you do 9, 7, 5, 3, 1? And if you just make up some number, or if you see somewhere a number and you want to make sure if it's actually valid, like can you juggle that? Is it possible to do? This is the one way that you can check that. Okay. Now let's do an example. We have side swap 3. Okay, 3-ball cascade. We know that's possible, and let me show you how you can check it out. So we make it longer pattern, so we just keep on going that pattern. All right, so this is right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay, so we can just write it down long like this. Now all of these throws, so when we throw a side swap, it's going to tell us what type of throw it is. So it's a 3, it goes cross, pretty low, and then we know, so it's going to be thrown 3 beats forward, and we know when it's going to be because it's 3, and we can think about this like beats. Like in music, we have beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so It's sort of like they go like beats. Okay, throws are, you can imagine them being like beats. So we know it's a tree, so it goes 3 beats forward, right? So let's do that. 1, 2, 3. So this ball, right hand throws here. Okay, and this ball from left hand is also 3, so it goes 3 beats. 1, 2, 3, it goes here. And we have this one is the next, so we always go next, 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 one ahead. So this one gets thrown as a 3, so it goes here. Now again we have a ball here. So it's a 3, 1, 2, 3, so it goes there. This ball gets thrown next, here, and then this ball here, and so on, and so on, and so on. It continues, so you can see it always goes to an empty space and it gets thrown from there, okay? So there's always empty where it lands and it always goes from there. Let's do another example. 4, 2, 3. And we just continue. 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Okay, and it's the same, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right? We have 4. You remember the pattern, 4, 2, 3. So let's make 4. So it goes 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it lands here, the first ball. Next is 2. So 1, 2. Go there. Now we have 3. So it goes 1, 2, 3. Okay, it goes there. So the next would be here. Yes, we have a ball here because it landed here. And again, it goes 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes there in the 2. Now we have 2 beats. And yes, we have a ball here. This is the next one. It goes 3 beats and like that. And again, next one. Yes, we have a ball here and it goes 4 beats. Yes, we have a ball here. It goes 2 beats. Yes, we have a ball here. It goes 3 beats and so on. So again, we can see this is a valid pattern. 4, 2, 3 is a 3-ball pattern and it works. Now let's make an example that doesn't work so you can see the difference. If we change this 2 and 3, it doesn't work anymore, okay? Let me show you why. 4, 3, 2. Okay, 4, 3, 2. There we go. 4, 3, 2, and so on. So if we just look at the pattern, 4, 3, 2, and we count it like we did before, 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 2 is 9, divided by 1, 2, 3, 9 divided by 3 is 3. So we can be like, yes, it's a 3-ball trick. We can do it. And then we try it and it's like, nope, you can't. So if we put it here this way, we can see that it doesn't work. Even if the math is correct, this math is not, okay? This beat line, let's call it the beat line, why not? So we go 4 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it lands there, boom. So the next ball, it's a 3, 1, 2, 3. And then it's, oh shit, it lands in the same place. All right, let's keep on going. Next we have 2, so that's 1, 2. Oh crap, it lands again in the same place. So the next is 4, but we don't have a ball there because all of these gets thrown 1 beat ahead. So this is empty. And then here we have 3 balls in one hand. So that is not possible pattern. So it's no, because it's like this, doesn't work. It can continue from there. If we make this one into 0, and this is like a 3 from one hand multiplex, yes, then we can continue from there, but not as in this pattern 4, 3, 2. That doesn't work, okay? So even if the math is there, you can count, you add them together, but when you check it here, it has to go here as well, okay? And you can make it any pattern, it just has to make it really, really long. Like if you do the 7-ball DB 97531, you can just write it down multiple times and see the high throws go and everything, and it works. So yeah, this is how you can check if the side swap trick is valid or not, or if the side swap is valid or not, if it actually works or doesn't. That's how you do it. Now let's talk about synchronized and asynchronized patterns, okay? Because all of these side swaps, they're like right, left, right, left. So this was 4, this is async, so asynchronized, so it goes alternating hands. But when we throw together, so then it's a synchronized pattern, okay? So now it's sync. How do we write that? Because in side swaps, if you remember, it always went right, left, right, left, right, left. So when we throw together, we need to change how we write it. So that 4-ball trick is this when it's async. Okay. But when we want to do it synchronized, then we need to change. It's still the same, 4-4, but we put it inside these, are they called brackets or I forgot, whatever these are, okay? So we have to put it inside there, okay? You can put the comma or not. It doesn't really matter. Somebody says that, yes, you have to do it. And somebody says like, no, there's no point. And I think they're both right. Like, it's up to you. You can put it. Some people say that you have to put it because otherwise, how do you know if it's 4 and 4 or 44? Well, it's easy because once we go over 9, we use letters instead of numbers. So you always know. So you can, whichever way you want. You can be like that. We know it's 4, 4, or you can put that 4, 4, however you want. I don't think it matters. So yeah, that is synchronized. Okay, so you probably, every time you see this inside, you know it's thrown together. So you've seen this, one very popular pattern that we have is 6x4, okay? 6x4. And people write it like this, but you're actually supposed to put it like this because it's thrown together. And yeah, so it's supposed to be like that. If it's not, if we don't have these curves here, I call brackets, or are brackets the one with the angle? I don't know. So sulut in Finnish. So when we have this, now we throw tick, 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 but we add this, now it's synchronized. So now it's a correct pattern. And it's actually still not written like this, but everybody understands this one. Quickly talk about the X. Why the X? X is there to make the math work, because we know that throw is not 6. So if you know the trick, it's this. Oi, let's try again. Oh, cha, 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 cha. So that high throw goes cross. So it's a basic high-low pattern. We throw high and we throw low. But it's not 6, it goes across. So what is this? So it's basically it's a 5, but you count it as 6. So what the X does, every time you have X after the number, so it's this, 6x, okay? So here we will have the comma here. So this is the one, and then, so X is always you put after the number. X means that this is 5, but it's in the height of 6, okay? It doesn't have to be, but it's just to give people the idea so they know why it's this. But it's here because of the math. Because now we have 6x4, 6 plus 4 equals 10, divided by 1, 2, so it's 5. But if we put 5, 4, the math doesn't work. So this is why the X, to make the math work. Okay, so now you know why you put the X. So it's a 5, but we throw it as high as you would throw normal 6. Okay, so that's what the X means. So it affects the number in the front. So 6x4 means this is actually a 5, but to make the math work, let's put 6 there. Okay, that's what the 6 is. And oh, I think this, no, what did I say? Because this, you're not supposed to write it like this, because we have right hand, and this throw is left hand. And again, we have right, left, but it's not like that. It alternates always. So we can write it 6x4, and then we have another throw where we have 4, 6x, okay? I think it goes like this, but way easier. And again, you don't need to know this because I don't remember even this. I learned this over 20 years ago. So this, how little you actually need these. But I think if we put 6x4, okay, inside here, and we put this little thing here, that means, if I remember correctly, that then the pattern loops, but it always mirrors. So the right left gets switched like this every other time. So it sort of like loops the pattern, but it always mirrors, changes every time. All right. But yeah, if we just put this, because it's so popular, 6x4, everybody understands it. But you put this in there, and I think this is how you're supposed to do it, but this also works perfectly. But now you know this means synchronized, okay? So this synchronized throws, all right? That's how you mark synchronized. Now let's talk about multiplexes, okay? Multiplexes, so multiplex throw, where you throw two balls from one hand together at the same time. That's a multiplex throw. So how do you write multiplex throw? So let's take first this throw, when we throw both of them together like this. So they both are 3, so they get thrown as a 3, but because we have two balls in one hand, so there's 2 3s, all right? And now we use this. So now we put that on there. So now we know this is 1. This is only right hand, okay? And the left hand, whatever. But every time we have this, it's only one hand. So everything inside gets thrown together from same hand, all right? So that is 3 3, sorry, 3 3 like this. Oi. So 3 3. They go like that, okay? If we make 4 3, and again, you can use that if you want, doesn't matter. Now we throw from here, we have 4 and 3. We have 4 and 3. So one ball is 4 and one ball is 3, like that. We can make 5 4. And that is again, so there's a 5 and 4, 5 and 4, 5 and 4, right? So that's how you mark multiplex throws. So whenever you have that kind of stuff, you know that everything inside here gets thrown together from one hand, okay? And when you count these as a side swap, this gets counted as 1. So even though like this is 3 plus 3, and then let's say we have 2 more numbers here, okay? So we have 3 3, and then we have 3 and 3. So this is 3 plus 3 equals 6, plus 3 is 9, plus 3 is 12, and then we divide it by 1 2 3, because both of these are from one hand, so they're one number, okay? So this is right hand, so it's one number only, and this is left and this is right, okay? So this is 4 ball trick, and that would be, so we have 2, whoop, 3 3, sorry, 3 3 3, 33 3 3, 33 3 3, 33 3 3, 33 3 3, 33 3 3, okay? So that would be that. So when we count these multiplex throws, these get counted as one number, okay? So you add them, but when you, like, how many numbers do I divide it with? It's only 1, okay? Multiplexes. And finally, how do you use multiplexes? What's the point? What's the purpose? Okay, first of all, when you understand this, you can talk side swaps. So it's sort of like we can call it a language in a sense. So you can talk with other jugglers about tricks. You cannot you cannot say which body throws or what kind of variation, what kind of throws are there, if there's some overhead throws, back crosses, so easily. But you understand the pattern and the trick that we're talking about. So when we're talking about 5 3 1, you know instantly, oh, I know this. So it's much more easier to talk with other jugglers about tricks. And you can talk about body throws as well. If you know what's a back cross or under the arm throw, you can say 5 3 1, where the 5 is a back cross. And everybody understands 5 3 1 is this pattern, and then the 5, you throw behind the back, and then you do 3-1, 5-3-1, 5-3-1. So you understand this. So once you figure this out, even if it's a pattern that you've never seen before, you can still get the idea. 6-4-5. Okay, 6-4-5. So have 6-4-5, 6-4-5, 6-4-5. Okay, so you can, when you know this trick, this pattern, this picture, when you have it in your head, you know what they're talking about. Okay, so that is, I think, the best use of side swaps. It makes talking about tricks much more easy, okay, without actually seeing them. So that's, I think, is the biggest use. One more creative way to use side swaps, and there's so many different ways to be creative with side swaps when it comes to creating new tricks and to explore different variations. But one easy way for you to do, you take a trick, okay? Let's make it 3-ball cascade, okay? Now we have 3. So we know that it's this throw here, 3. So it's 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. It just keeps on looping. So we have right, next we have left, we have right, we have left. Now if we make it, this is fun, 3-3, okay? What's the difference between those? And it's like, there is none, not yet. So this one would be right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. So it's a 2-beat pattern, 2-throw pattern. Now, what's this? Magic. So now it's a 3-beat long trick. So now it's 1, 2, 3 throws, okay? And it goes right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, okay? So it's this, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's 3 beats. When every throw is the same, it doesn't make any sense. Unless you do like only 2 rounds. Only 2 rounds of this is 1, 2. Only 2 rounds of this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And here 2 rounds is 6 throws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Again, it doesn't make that much sense. But what if we take the first ball and we make it outside throw? Okay. So hold on. Let me show you first. So outside, like this is inside throw. So we throw under the ball. So we throw it under, inside. And outside would be like over. So that would be outside, okay? Over or outside. So let's make the first ball outside throw. And also here outside and here outside. So with this one, it will be every throw is outside throws, okay? With this one, we have the first one outside throw and the second one is under, inside. So that would be half shower. Okay, again, it was the same trick, but we changed one throw. It completely changes. It's a different trick. Now here we have the first one is outside and then we have inside, inside. So over, under, under. Okay, so it's over, under, under, over, under, under, out, in, out, in. Now that same trick became tennis. So now this is tennis trick. When we throw that one ball, it bounces from one side to another over the others. Okay, so this is how you can use different lengths of the pattern and find creative ways to do new tricks. Because if you make this longer, we can make it 5 long, and these are outside throws. Outside, inside, outside, inside, inside. Now again, the same trick that was only 3, now it's 5 trees, and we have 2 different throws. So we got out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Okay, so you can make it, you can just play with it, be creative. Now let's take 4-2-3. Another way of doing, using side swaps to be creative. 4-2-3 is this, 4-2-3, 4-2-3, 4-2-3. So you can take, oh, come on. So we had the 4, we was thrown here, then we had the 2, squeeze, and then we had the 3, all right? 4-2-3, 4-2-3, 4-2-3, 4-2-3. Now, let's do something with the 4. Again, this is just you can imagine whatever you want. Do it with whatever you want. Okay, so let's make the 4 under the arm throw. Okay, so we have 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 2, 3. So we get that kind of pattern. We just make the 4 under the arm. We just play with it. Let's do it with 2. Let's make the 2 active 2, but try to make it like this. So we throw little throw under the arm. Okay. So now we get this kind of trick from just adding one simple thing, changing one thing. Now let's do it here. So let's make the 3 under the arm. And now we have this trick. And then you can go even further. We can make the 4 and 2 under the arm. Okay? No, that's going to be too hard. Let's do the 4 and 3 first. Okay? 4 and 3, 4 and 3, 4 and... Oh, sorry. 4 and 3, 4 and 3, 4 and 3. Okay, and now let's try to add the 2 as well. I'm just gonna do this one time. 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Okay, that would be pretty dope, but need more height. So yeah, that's a very simple way to use side swaps as a creative way. Okay, that's it. That's everything you need to know about side swaps. Really, this is the most important thing. And then when you know how to count side swaps, you know how many objects to use, you know how to check if it's valid or not, you know what this means or this, and then you also know how to be creative with side swaps. Okay, you have a trick and you can just change these. Okay, so that's one way. You can go, like I said, you can go way more deep into side swaps, into all of these. There's so many different ways to be creative with the numbers. But yeah, these are the basics. And these are something that you can teach also to other students as well. And when you need to explain what are side swaps, check out this video. Remember this. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next video.